Hello, and welcome to Music on the Rocks, on the road. My name is Jeff Brown. I am a singer songwriter based in Linden, Virginia. And today, I don't know that I'm allowed to tell you where I am, although if you zoom in right around there, I bet you'll figure it out. All this to say is that since March of 2020, I being a touring musician, decided that I had a lot of free time on my hands, so I started a series where I would play through my music collection and drink through my whiskey collection. And times being as they are now, I am very grateful to be able to stretch my legs out and come to places like this to be welcomed and to share my music and a little bit of their whiskey, if you know where I'm getting at. So here I am in Frankfort, Kentucky. You can hear the bustling sounds of the distillery below, whereas I am up on the hill at the lodge having a fantastic time here. Today I will be playing a song of mine and then sampling a bit of the Colonel. Oh yes. Mr. E.H. Taylor's Small Batch. I figure by now you probably understand where I'm at. But until then, this is a song called One Day at a Time. Open the door, and we might find that the spaces between grow in kind. And I've swallowed my pride and its bitter taste lingers on my tongue. So erased. One day at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time, until I'm home. Till I'm home. Well, I dug in my heels, stained green from the grass, but it couldn't move. I couldn't pass. Well, the till I'm home. Till I'm home. There you go. That is one day at a time. Hopefully we'll be hanging out on my next record whenever that decides to happen. My name is Jeff Brown, and it's a song I wrote about we'll call it a reluctance to move from my hometown of Chicago into Virginia. I have learned the error of my ways. I have learned that sometimes we needn't fear change. Change just sometimes comes as a bit of an inconvenience. And sometimes change is for the best. And I'm still figuring that out. What I don't have to figure out, this delightful piece of delightfulness right here. Colonel Taylor's Small Batch, which may or may not have been made right over that way a little bit. Thank you to all of you who've stuck with me this far. We've been making these episodes for longer than I figured I would ever be doing it. And I'm still having an absolute blast. If for no other reason than it takes me to places like these where I can sit back and think, how did this become my life? And you know what? Life is good. And from me to you, be well, be safe, and cheers, Colonel's Small Batch. There's a lot of plum and kind of that not quite citrusy stone fruit, and I'm looking forward to where this is going. Oh man, it's got a richness that just kind of coats your palate, coats the back of your throat, and it brings that oakiness, that woodiness, and there's a little bit of that spice tingle, but I'm sure that this isn't your 95% rye mash. I mean, it's bourbon, so you got to be 51% corn. This is not 49% rye, let me tell you. This is smooth and delightful, and I've got the Kentucky hug going all the way down. My friends, if you can find Colonel Taylor, if you like a nice, gentle sipping whiskey, might be a spot in your home for the Colonel as well. Be well. I will see you again soon, perhaps on the road. Bye, everyone. I'm going to enjoy this view.